What's going on, guys? This is Rob A, and today we are taking a look at one of the Nerf Modulus upgrade kits. This is the long range upgrade kit, so as you can see, you get a bipod, you get a long range barrel, and a distance scope. This set retails for about $14, which is actually cheaper than I thought. I was anticipating $20 for these sets. It is a very large, it's a $20 size box. So that's kind of what I was expecting, especially with 3 different add-ons. But as you can see, they all look pretty neat. I am hoping against hope that this scope can actually be disassembled. I don't even know if it has like a lens in it or not. Does not feel like it has a lens in it, but we'll figure that out later. Anyway, checking out the back here, you can see the same exact picture we saw on the other, the Modulus ECS blaster. Just all the different combining sets that you can get, and yeah, not really much to talk about. So I'm interested to see if this set will actually make me kind of change my mind any about the base Modulus blaster, but that remains to be seen. At the very least, I've got some cool add-ons to use on my other Nerf weapons. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get these out of the package, and we will take a look in just a moment. Alright guys, so let's take a look at the Nerf Modulus Sniper or Long Range Upgrade Kit. So we've got our base Modulus ECS 10 blaster here. We've got our scope. We've got our bipod. And we have our long range barrel extension. As you can see, these are very, very simple, all of them. So you can see the barrel extension is exactly what it says. I mean, there's no real big surprise there. It is maybe a little bit disappointing that the end of this does not have the threaded barrel so that you can't continue extending onto it. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big a deal. But as you can see, it's very colorful. Very colorful, very safety orange. And you've got that. You also have the bipod, which doesn't have any springs or anything in it. It's just a very standard, you know, it's got the main body, and then it's just got little raised bits to kind of soft lock it in place. So you got that, and some nice green underneath there. I didn't even notice that before when I was messing around with this. So yeah, and that, you know, that works exactly as you would expect the bipod to work. And it does lock into place there as well. I'm not sure why that, okay. Oh, okay, I got it, because it locks, yeah, never mind, ha ha ha, never mind. And of course the scope, which is very nice looking, and I'm very pleased to say it is actually screwed together, so you hopefully can take it apart. It's not all glued together, but there is no clear plastic in here to worry about getting paint on, unfortunately. And due to the kind of just way that this is built, you even get a little line across where the screws go through that kind of blocks your vision. So unfortunately, I mean, you've got the crosshairs here, you can see. Ooh. So you've got the crosshairs inside there, but there is no clear plastic. So hopefully that'll make this easier for painting or customizing or whatever you want to do. So let's take a look at how it looks on the blaster itself. So we'll stick the scope on there, which already looks pretty awesome. We'll get the bipod going. There you go. And of course the scope. And now I don't actually need my little paint doohickey to hold it up. So there is the Modulus with just the base accessories that come in this expansion kit. You can, of course, you know, this is the Modulus system, so it's meant to be modular, it's meant to be added onto. So let's do that. And we'll take a quick look at the blaster itself. So we're going to go ahead and fire. Loud thing. There you go. So it still fires just fine out of the extended barrel. I did not notice any real marked degradation in the travel distance of the darts, which for me is still only about 35-40 feet. I'm sure if I got out in the open and kind of tilted it up a little bit, got a little more air, a little more distance, we could probably get up to, I would say, 75 feet or so. I don't know about the 90 feet. Again, it could just be, if you saw my base Modulus ECS 10 review, it could just be a simple matter of my particular piece, my model, is just malfunctioning. The flywheels sound a bit loose. I don't think they should be quite that loud. They sound like they're rattling around inside the body of the blaster, but be that as it may, here is the base ECS 10 with just the long-range accessories. Now, it is Modulus, so let's add some stuff on. We do have all of the parts that came with the base Modulus blaster. So this is the kind of the configuration I had before. So we take, we remove our bipod like so. We'll leave the scope on there. We'll remove the barrel extension. And we'll stick this barrel extension on here, like so. We'll go ahead and add our smaller scope just up to the front, because why not? We'll stick our stock on there. Now we will stick our the drop stock back here. And now we'll stick our bipod on like so. And now we'll stick the barrel extension on that. And so we'll set that up. Hopefully it'll stay. And I'll bring this back so you guys can see the craziness that is this blaster now. So yeah, Modulus system, you can get some really, whoa, hey now, let's behave ourselves. Some really interesting designs here. Ooh, okay, all right, I'm gonna have to hold it. But something to remember is, I did mention this in the review for the ECS 10, is that this is very wobbly. So the more you add onto this, the more weight you add onto this. You don't want to put it down on the ground, because A, it won't hold itself up because this is too floppy, and B, if you are not careful, the weight could possibly break that stock. Hopefully they'll come out with a thicker stock piece. Actually, they already have one. It's the one that actually turns into the blaster. I have yet to pick that up. I probably will. Maybe this weekend I'll be able to go ahead and pick that up and get a review up. But this is also a little wobbly, just because of the way that it attaches. It does not quite lock in tightly, and it does have a lot of wobble to it as well as that. So it is really interesting looking. It's a lot of fun. I love the idea of the system, but it is still pretty floppy. But as I said, it does look really cool. And again, we'll do a fire test here. Sorry, I have to put the motor right up against the camera, basically. It doesn't feel like it's on straight, but... There you go. And it still fires just fine. So, I mean, you can have all kinds of crazy extensions. I mean, you could add these on indefinitely and then stick one of these on the end and just have yourself a crazy old time. You can stick this guy, on the side if you wanted to. if I there you go, and have it be whatever. But yeah, again, I do really like the idea, the concept of this Modulus system. I just feel that they still have some kinks they really need to work out before I'll be too excited about it. As it is, I mean, it's got a lot of potential here, but there's still a little ways off. But there is a bright side. So you've got all of this stuff here. Actually, give me just a moment. Okay, guys, so there is a definite bright side to all of this, and that is that all of these parts are compatible with your older Nerf weapons. So, say we take our demolisher here. This is my my custom painted demolisher, and we want to add the barrel extension, which is not quite fitting. Well, it may just be because I have paint on here, and that's probably what it is. But you can imagine you've got it just like that, and you've got the barrel extender, and then you can add things onto your demolisher like so. This should not be a problem to actually try out, I would hope. Hope. Yeah, that fits on just fine. So, yeah, we've got that kind of thing going on here. So you can, without too much trouble, actually, you know, add extensions to your existing Nerf artillery and really kit out your stuff, basically. So, especially if you end up, you know, customizing these items, you can get a lot of really cool designs going. Well, I mean, that looks a little silly on that, but you can kind of get the idea. Actually, if this was painted up in the same kind of paint scheme, it could actually look pretty cool. But yeah, so it does work with your existing Nerf weapons, and I will, you know, just double check with an unpainted Nerf gun I have sitting around just to make sure this does fit on there. But so it works with older Nerf weapons, and you know, the kits themselves are inexpensive. They're like $14 a piece for all the parts that you get out of that. And they work just fine. And in the meantime, hopefully, you know, the Modulus system is very new. And, well, I mean, you know, it's most, you know, it's new. It's new. It's basically, it's the Nerf N-Strike system that's been around for years now, but the way that they're marketing it is new, and the way that they are going about creating the kits and things like that is pretty new. I mean, we've gotten accessories before, but certainly never at this level. And yeah, I mean, I think overall, ultimately, it's going to be a really good thing, especially for customizers, especially for, you know, people that want to make the best looking Nerf weapon, not necessarily the most, you know, functional. So for those of us that are kind of in that camp, I think this is a great thing. For those of you that want to get the most out of your Nerf blaster for functional purposes, I would say sit on it a little bit, think about it, because the ECS 10 is not the best blaster. It's a little bit of a disappointment in my opinion. But the kits are awesome. So I would say go get a couple of those, add them to your existing Nerf weapons, and then hold out for maybe a better base Modulus blaster come out down the line. But yeah, I'm done ranting about the Modulus system. I do like the pieces quite a lot, and not so much this stock, but that's beside the point. But that is going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching, as always. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this review. And, of course, check out my channel and subscribe if you want to see more. In fact, you can check out my channel and find the paint tutorial on that demolisher I just showed you guys. So you can make your own that looks just like that. But in the meantime, thanks again for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.